Good morning, wonderful people. Hello. Good morning, all. Who's ready for the 10-year competition? Okay, thank you all so much for coming here, giving us your time, taking part in what we're hoping is going to be a great event. Okay, really pleased you're here. It's been another great attendance, so I can only say thank you from me and all the team for being here with us. I've got a few things to go over, not too much to get us started. We are going to be running an overview brief again later because now that we're splitting the round into separate sections, not everybody's out of bed yet, so we'll be doing this slightly the same sort of thing again just before lunchtime. Okay, a couple of housekeeping points. Down these stairs and out the back, if any of you haven't found it yet, there's a whole separate area. On the way down the corridor, there's luggage racks. All of you, if you've not been given a team room, delegation room, will have a space in the luggage racks. Try and keep all of your bags and belongings, please, in those racks. It's really important because there's so many people that we keep these tables here available for anybody who wants to sit down and eat and drink. Okay? So please don't play on these tables, put your bags on them, and think that's yours for the weekend. Okay? Try and keep stuff in the luggage racks and be considerate to everybody, keep this flowing, okay? If any of you have brought your own food and drink, that's fine. Out the back of the marquee, there's an area with tables and chairs that you can do. So, for example, all this stuff here, whatever that is, that's downstairs, okay? So these tables here, so we run the team. They're going to be working hard to provide you lots of great refreshments and buffets and stuff like that, so this will help them out a lot, okay? There are a limited number of creeping spaces compared to, I guess, regular competitions. It doesn't seem that limited, but with this many teams in four-way, we've got four-way? There's only a certain number, so the ones that are downstairs, try and share them. Try not to prep too far in advance. You know, like if you just come out and don't creep 5 rounds, give the guys a chance to get their rounds out of the way. Upstairs on the 3rd floor is kind of like the last minute creeping space. Try and do that for the next round that's coming up only, okay? And we're not expecting to have any fire alarms. There's no drills practice or anything, so if the fire alarm goes off, we will evacuate, okay? In the event of evacuation, we'll need to go out fire exits, they're all clearly marked depending on where you are, and assemble in the car park either side, okay? If any of you are feeling tired during the competition, I'm hoping you are, because you're going to work hard and put all your effort in. Lena, where's Lena? Is Lena here? Okay, Lena does great massage and stuff like that. If any of you want a session with Lena, just go to the reception team, book in with them, and they'll get you in there with her. Okay? Extra activities in the back of the marquee in the front end. There's all sorts of fun stuff for you to try out and have a go. There's cash prizes for those things. You get £1,000 if you win the 4-a-side team and table football. So, separate competitions going on there. It's only downtime, you've got other things that you can take part in. The race house on the 2nd floor, we're also doing a driving competition where you can win a big bottle of bubbly. So visit them if you want to have a go at any of this stuff. Okay, we need to make a quick thank you to our sponsors. They give us a lot of great stuff, support us throughout the event, come here, do things. So big thank you to Boogeyman, UK Tunnel Cam, Sunpath, 90%, Custom Ear, LT2, Cookie, UK Parachuting, Ratchet, Parasport and UPT. Big thank you to those. You're going to find out more about those guys as the weekend goes on. Our chief judge this year is Elizabeth Michelson. Elizabeth, you here? Yes, I am. Oh, there we go. Big thank you to Elizabeth. She's organised a great team for you. They're going to be working non-stop, getting those scores out as quickly as you can. For those of you that want to find out about the scores, okay, you can see them in so many places. You should always be informed. For those of you that don't, turn off your mobiles and close your eyes and walk past TVs, okay? On these screens up at the front, you'll have all the scoreboards. Manifest is shown in all areas so that you can see exactly how many minutes it is until you're in next. On your mobile devices, if you log on to World Challenge Wi-Fi, okay, you'll be able to get to the Wi-Fi data pages where you can see the manifest, you can see the draw, you can see all of your rounds and scoreboards. You can watch the replays of your rounds as a judge. So you don't need to stand staring at the screen for an hour hoping your one comes up. Just log on to your Wi-Fi, click on your team, click on your round, and you'll be able to watch a video, okay? This year, Brian is looking after all of the disciplines. We've started to change it up a little bit. Brian, stand up. All of you know Brian? Brian is going to be based on the third floor. If any of you have any questions or issues that you need to discuss about the competition, Brian is your first point of contact, okay? If you did want to protest one of your rounds, we're happy to consider your protest. Look at it again in more detail. In order to make sure you're serious, there's a £25 fee, okay? So if you want to protest, you're going to have to pay £25. We'll then look at the fee, regardless of whether it gets changed or not, okay? You see Brian for that. When it comes to entering the tunnel, this year we're going to have a guy on the door that basically lets you in. He's going to have his hand out. He's going to let you in as soon as you go. You can get in as quickly as you can. Please not try to spend too long prepping in the door, because obviously we've got a lot of teams that are waiting to do the round. So as soon as you get the hand free, prep, go. In this way there should hopefully be no confusion about who's entering when. Okay, so that's basically it. I hope you're all going to have a fantastic time. I wish you all well. I hope it goes exactly like you planned and the training's paid off. For those of you that are in the single A competition, unlucky, we've devastated this year. Have a great time, thank you very much. I'll see you all over the weekend. Enjoy.
Well, I do believe you could start off with some practicing on some helicopter flights. Yes, start off with a nice helicopter jump tomorrow, and then take it from there. How was the draw? The draw was made at 11 o'clock last night.
Yeah, we were there.
How is the draw for you guys?
It's not a bad draw. It's not particularly fast draw. There is a triple blocker in there, which is going to slow stuff down a little bit. And there's some interesting slot switching stuff going on, which is new to Chris this year. So that's going to be fun for him.
Not very good. It's
Chris's fault.
It's all your fault.
We're all about the blame culture.
I'm used to the pressure, you know, I'm sure I'll cave at some point.
It's all about the triple blocker, ladies and gentlemen. So you know, I regularly are touching the sausages, so I know all about this. You as a team, how long have you guys been as a team together now?
A couple of months, yeah, a couple of months.
Not very long.
Not very long.
First time doing AAA then?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so how are you finding obviously you have to learn twice as much.
To be honest, it's quite nice. So it's all new, so it's just if I mess up a little bit, I have that excuse. But yeah, so far so good.
We're a very supportive team. Very supportive.
Shane, any ambitions at all? Any goals that you guys are heading for this year with your team together?
No, just to compete in AAA really. That's about all we've got, and have fun.
Yeah, brilliant. The children watching right now?
No. Not yet.
It will be later.
Well, I do believe you can go back on this. If you're not able to watch this live, you can always go back on this and catch up with some of the stuff throughout the day. Thanks very much, guys, for joining us. We're going to have a little look around and see what's happening. Cheers. Let's see who's about. Look, we got Mr. Hurry. Mr. Hurry, Gunthrapy. And Mr. James Woods. Simpson and Langer, excuse me. Yes, good, yes.
Oh, you stole me.
How are you guys doing?
Yeah, great.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And do you want to tell the viewers at home who you are flying with?
I'm flying with Woodsy over here.
Yeah.
Gareth over there. Yeah, he's pointing.
Yeah.
And our
Come
fourth...
on over, Gareth.
Our fourth is...
Having an epic toilet session. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. She's just losing the last few pounds before she goes in. That's Mrs. Debbie Lamsley. What's your team name, guys?
ACM.
ACM. Any stand for anything at all?
I think it's classified.
It's classified. we'll leave it at that then. So there we go. We've got ACM. How long have you guys been together?
2 months.
Yeah, 2 and a bit months.
2 and a bit
Yeah.
months, yeah.
I believe you've got an amazingly good-looking, fantastic, talented cameraman that might be helping you out quite soon.
Yeah. I can't remember his name.
Oh,
Overrated is what I heard.
Yeah. He likes talking to cameras.
I wonder who that must be.
It's not you, is it, Jed?
Oh, could it be? Could it be? Guys, have you got any? Have you got an average that you want to knock out this weekend? Have you got any goals that you're wanting? Any teams you're watching in particularly?
Well, it's our first meet, and I think we're just aiming to beat a 20 in the tunnel.
Right.
20 indoor we'll be happy with, but we'll see. It's not exactly a really fast draw, but yeah, we'll be happy with it. Very happy with the 20.
Great. And you've had Mr. Steve Hamilton helping you out with some
Certainly
coaching.
have. Iceman.
How
Viper.
much of a difference does that make to your training and to your?
Well, Steve's been absolutely great. I mean, he's good at managing 4 different personalities and bringing us all together. We all come from different experiences when it comes to 4-way, so he's been really good at molding it all together into ACM.
Brilliant, fantastic.
So you guys carrying on as a team then for the rest of the season and do nationals?
Yep.
Exciting.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot of training planned up until then?
Yeah, a little bit.
Miss Debbie Lamsley, come on, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Miss Debbie Lamsley. Woo! Come on over, Debbie. Look, is your hair all right? There you go. Look.
How you doing, Debbie? We've just been interviewing the rest of your team.
That's what I was trying to say.
Stay away, no, don't stay away. So, yeah, we've just heard you're a newly assembled team from different backgrounds. So, what are you looking forward to, the competition?
Yeah, I'm just trying to stay on the line and not get too nervous, really, and get round 1 out the way. I think is the first goal.
Did you do much dirt diving last night, or did you?
No, just a practice
Saturday.
round. So yeah, we're where we're at.
Have you been training at Bedford already?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, great. So, so you know the tunnel. I know that's
Yeah,
a
know it well,
disadvantage for some people. So.
Sure.
Okay, great, awesome. Well, I wish you guys, the whole of your team, best of luck.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
sure we'll see you at some point.
Thank you.
So, yeah, okay, guys.
It's all Are you all right? Did you wash your hands? That's all right. Cheers. Bye-bye. Let's come on over.
Thanks a
Who
lot.
have we got over here? Mr. Chris Shaw. Good morning, Mr. Shaw.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. Top of the morning to you, Miss
Hi
Hannah.
there, Chris.
Miss
I'm Hannah. How you doing?
Miss
Nice to
Hannah
meet you.
Parker.
Team Pointless.
Team Pointless. We've been asked to keep the microphone very close to everybody.
Oh,
so-
Okay, this is Team Pointless and a couple of interlopers on the end from Fusion.
I know that man. Mr. Dave. That's
Steve.
Dave the Donut.
Why is he Dave the Donut?
He is Dave the Donut because on my FS1 at Western on the Green, I did my FS1 with Dave, and to get to remind me of what I had to do, because I know all about the sausage grabbing, as you know, I would go, Dave's a donut, and that's how I remember to do a donut and get my points. So happy days. That was 10 years ago now, Dave.
So we have to blame Dave for your.
For my FS1.
Did you do
Anyway,
it on your head.
yeah, no, that was afterwards. Less about me. You guys, your first competition here?
It is for me.
Yeah,
We did it 2 years ago.
yeah. Excited again?
Very excited.
Very good.
Brilliant. What category are you guys going into?
We're double A.
Double A? Yep. And remind us of your team name again?
Pointless.
Pointless.
You're trying to get some points, though. You're not
We are
actually
indeed. It's
going to
just-
go pointless.
For our coach to be our point.
So you're not
okay.
pointless,
Yes,
right?
They are pointless.
Okay.
Yeah, talking of Chris,
If there are any points out there, double A points, want to join our team, let us know.
there we go. Talking of coaching, etc., you do a fantastic job, Chris. You're
Thank
here
you.
at Bodyflight, no end.
You're just saying that because I spend so much money here, aren't you?
Yeah, keep spending it. Pays my wages. No, jesting apart, you really have come out with some great teams. Do you want to
Thank
mention
you.
some of the other teams as well?
Well, funnily enough, I have.
Oh,
You can see that logo there.
there you go.
Yeah.
I think they've got that.
Yeah. Sky Vandals,
Yeah,
who are Hops World Champions
from Argentina in November last year.
Yeah, congratulations. That's really fantastic.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And thanks to Bodyflight for sponsoring them too.
Yeah, I know you have put a lot of time and effort in and come out some great results with some wonderful teams. So keep up your good work.
We'll do our best.
Please, everyone, enjoy the rest of the weekend. Have a great time. I know we'll be chatting to you loads. And if you want to say hello, do you want to say hello to anybody online, TV? Is there anybody in particular? Hello, Mum.
No, it's all right.
All right.
By the way, Lou's sitting down. She isn't that short.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realise. He said you're not really that short. Okay, thanks a lot, guys. Do have a wonderful time. Let's go and have a look around, see what's happening. We've got the judges over here. Hannah, do you want to have a chat with some of the judges?
Sure, let's have a chat. Hi guys. So I'm going to come and have a chat with you if you don't mind this morning. You all judging this competition? Yes. So what are you doing the four-way?
Yep, we're doing all the four-way, all the classes of four-way, and I think there's a couple of different judges doing the artistic stuff.
Okay, great. So who do you think's the teams to look out for? You're not allowed to say being judges, or?
Well, you know, the top teams are like the Belgians, the French, the American girls. Some of the other top teams didn't come this year, like Airspeed from Arizona, but they'll put on a pretty good show. The Belgians have a new guy on their team, and the French guys sort of reshuffled their lineup as well. So it's kind of we'll wait and see how they do.
Brilliant. So is this your first time judging at the challenge, or?
This is my fourth. I think it's his first time, I think.
Oh, exciting. So what's your name?
Jim.
Jim, Hannah. Nice to meet you, Jim.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So have you judged at other tunnel competitions before? Or?
Yes, I've judged in New Hampshire. I've judged at Paraclete once or twice. But this is my first time to Bedford.
Oh, your first time to Bedford ever?
Yes, first time to England ever.
To England
also,
ever?
yeah.
Oh, that's exciting. How are you finding it so far? Cold? Or?
A little windy sometimes, a little rainy, but
This isn't too bad.
I'm from New England, so it's not much better there, really.
Okay. So yeah, what are you looking forward to? Competition? Are you looking forward to looking outside of the tunnel and go and see England a little bit, or do you not have long here?
I spent a couple of days in London before getting here, and that way I got through the jet lag early and saw a few things.
Awesome. Well, good luck everybody with the coaching. I'm sure judging. Sorry, I'm sure it will go well, and we'll see you later. Take care. Thanks for talking to us.
Okay.
Ooh.
There we go, guys. That's the judges. They're all preparing. They're just before. They've got a very, very, very busy head of time. Let's go and see. We've got the Italians over here. Hiya, guys. How you doing? Sorry to interrupt. Was this a last-minute team chat before you get in there?
Yeah, just discussing if we're going to compete or not.
Yeah. I just realised I just said the Italians, and I realised there's only one Italian. We've got Team Thunder here. Yes.
There is always shitty weather here.
Yeah. You're online television live as we speak on World Challenge TV. Yeah, we got Team Thunder here. Guys, how's the draw for you?
Super happy for the draw.
Yeah.
I think we think it's a good draw. There's nothing really funky in there. There's nothing really special. So for us, it's a normal draw, which is good.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So going to be a good round, this one, yeah?
Yep.
Well, we wish you all the best. Have a fantastic time. We're just going to have a walk around, folks. Let's have a look. Who we got on over here? Oh, look, we've got I recognise some of these people over here. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Mr. Chris Caban. Mr. Chris Cabanas. Okay, well, we've literally got 2 minutes. If you want to say, I do believe we've got Sibson watching us at the moment.
Enjoy the weather.
Yeah. Blanner, popcorn, you're back. Hello, are you all right?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Yeah, I'm good. Who are you competing with?
Tempest.
With Tempest. This is all new to me.
This is new. This is new to me too.
Yeah, who's on your team?
Barge.
Hello, mate. How are you? You all right?
Yeah, very well, thanks.
This is your first competition, isn't it? Here?
Yeah, mate. Very much looking forward to it.
Did you say first?
You notice how Justin got that in there? Yeah. Yeah, so you're looking forward to it?
Yes, mate.
Yeah, it's going to absolutely... You're all right there. Is it all the excitement get into you? No, that's Barge. Justin, who are you competing with?
With Team Fusion.
Team Fusion.
So we've got Catherine and Lou and Dave and myself, and we met yesterday.
You met yesterday?
Yes, we met yesterday.
Fantastic.
Park or was it?
Miss Blanard, we've got Blanard over here. Blanard, who are you going to be competing with?
We're with Satori Aqua, so Vivian's here with me. Theo's flying in from Istanbul as we speak, and Frankie's flying up from Netherhaven.
And so you haven't even dirt dived yet?
Not yet.
You haven't been touching sausages all night?
We haven't touched any sausages all night.
Oh dear. Is there anything you want to say to the guys at home? I know Sibson are all watching, etc. To Father Dorwood and the guys there.
Whilst you're not up in the air, you might as well be watching us on World Challenge TV,
something like that. Which is just a reminder, if you do want to send any messages, you want to Twitter, Twatter, you're more than welcome at #WorldChallenge. There we go. No, it's not hashtag. I've got them looking. Hashtag at Bodyflight. Hashtag Bodyflight. There we go. Because you know I'm all into this techie stuff. Guys, we're going to leave you. We're going to take you back to the studio. Thanks for joining us. Happy days. Let it go.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Tristian Hampton. I'm going to be the technical presenter for the FreeFly category this year at the World Challenge here at Bodyflight. This is Josh O'Donoghue from RealFly Switzerland. He's going to be helping me explain the new format for the FreeFly category this year at the Challenge. This year at the Challenge, with it being the 10th year, we decided to see if we can mix things up a little bit in the FreeFly category, try and make things a little bit more interesting, a little bit more fair as well. We've been working alongside Adam Matacola, who's the chief judge this year, to see if we can really sort of push the boundaries of FreeFly. So what we've done is we've created a competition that encompasses all three disciplines that we see in FreeFly. So we have the head-up, head-down vertical sequentials, which we'll explain in more detail shortly. Then we have the speed rounds, which is what we call the dynamic FreeFly, which is the discipline that's been developing over the last 3 to 4 years. And then we have the free round, which is what everyone knows and loves, which is the artistic impression round where the teams really get to be very creative and develop their own routine for the allotted amount of time. Josh, what's your thoughts on this new setup?
Basically, it's been put together to push people in every aspect of flying, to not just be dynamic, but to also have to be static as well. I like it because a lot of people get stuck in sort of one way of doing something. So this really opens up their abilities. It creates a little bit more pressure on the teams because they've got a lot more to remember and a lot more to do. But I think in the end, it's going to be a good competition.
Well, do you think that some teams will focus on purely just one aspect of the competition?
I guess so. Like if there's a team that normally would just fly dynamic, then I'm guessing they're going to be doing their dynamic. If they're not very good at the 2A VFS, then I'm guessing that they're not going to be pushing it so much, and they'll go for the dynamic and the free round. But that you have the teams which have been at this competition before in the past, which has always been 2A VFS, so they will be good at it then, but then maybe not so good in the dynamic free round. So it's going to be a big mix.
I think it'll be an interesting competition towards the end. I think it's really going to play into the hands of the spectators. It's going to be quite tight, I would imagine. Yeah, it's going to be good. Right, so we'll take a look at these videos and just explain what the things are a little bit more so people know what we're on about when we say vertical sequentials or dynamic or speed round or whatever. Okay, so what you can see here, guys, is the vertical head-up, head-down sequentials. This is actually Josh and his teammate Juju doing a bit of training earlier this week. Josh, if you want to talk us through it a little bit, like what's the premises and the idea of the sequentials?
So this is sequentials or 2A VFS or however you want to call it. So the idea here is you have 8 separate moves, which is head up, head down, grip to the head. You have the grip from hand to leg and leg to one up, head down, head up. You have the foot to foot, one head down, one head up. You then have the double grip, head up, head down. You have a double grip, 2 head down. Then you have the 2 feet on the shoulders. You have then the grip on the feet and the double grip head up. And so these 8 in one round, 5 of those would be drawn from random, and you have to complete them as fast as possible, as many times as you can within a minute.
Right.
So for example, it would be 3, 6, 2, 8, 1. And then you have to keep going through those numbers, those points, as quick as you can until your minute is up.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever you get the score you get in a minute, that's your score.
Okay. Worth noting that you can get a bust though.
You can get a bust, yes. You have to be very clear on your grips. So for example, if it's a double head down grip, then you have to make sure that your hands are touching firmly together, or gripping, without there being a brush past or a miss.
Okay.
And then you'll get points deducted.
Okay. So you sort of have to compromise between being fast but accurate. So you can just go for full out speed but get loads of busts and end up with fewer points than if you actually went that little bit slower or that little bit more accurate with your hand placements. So that's how that works. Okay, so we're going to talk through the speed rounds, which is all about the dynamic flying. This video is going to show us the sort of some examples of what's going to be done. So as explained earlier, in the dynamic you have a snake move, which is your head down in-face snake in this example, and then you have your layout move, which is going to be a back layout, and then you have your head down in-face circles. So that's the layout they're just completing there, and now they're in their head down in-face circles, and they're coming across to finish that move now, and they're now back through to the top, so their head down snake. You have a different one here, so you have mixed snake, butterfly, and then head up in-face circles. So this is the snake, that's the finish of the snake, and now they're through into what we call butterfly, where they're physically crossing over, and then you're into your head up in-face circles. And then they'll come across, back through to the mixed snake, and that completes one of their 3 rounds they have to do of that dive. Another example here, starting with a head up switching snake this time, and then into an opposite bottom loop, and then into a mixed shuffler. So that's the end of the snake. Coming into the opposite bottom loop layout. This now finishes that layout move, and now they're into the mixed shuffler. And come across to finish that move, and they're going to go back to the beginning again. There we go. So if you notice the lines on the wall here, this is going to dictate whether they bust the move or not. So in a snake you have to really make sure that you pass the lines completely with your entire body. In the layout you have to stay below the circle in the middle of the line, that we can just see the break in the blue line there. If any part of your body goes through that circle, you bust that move, so you get a time added to your total time.
Which is 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds per bust. It's a bit more if you miss a move, isn't it?
No.
Is it not 5 seconds?
Oh, if you miss the whole move?
If you miss the whole move?
Yeah, it's... I can't remember. That's quite bad. it's more.
Yeah. I think it's 10 seconds.
10.
I think it might be 10 seconds or so. So again, with this one, you have to really think about sort of compromise between speed, accuracy, because you've got to make sure you pass the line in the snake move completely with your whole body. With the layout moves, you've got to make sure that you're staying below the, or certainly out the middle circle. And then with the moves at the end, so like the head up in face circles, the head down circles that we saw there, you have to make sure you pass the line again. So it's you have to compromise.
Yes, you do have to compromise.
Yeah.
Yes. The idea is you've got to complete each round 3 times as fast as you can, and then get out. And as soon as you enter the door, the time will begin. You have to complete 1 snake, 1 layout, and 1 move 3 times over and then exit. As soon as the last person, the second flyer, has exited the door, the time will stop, and the lowest score will get the highest points.
So when in your training, what have you been averaging speed-wise, like within time?
It varies depending on what you mix what with. Anything between 52 seconds to 1 minute 12 seconds.
Okay.
So, you know, there's a big gap in the 20 seconds in rounds like this is quite a lot of time.
Yeah.
And in these competition now with these moves, it's becoming very much like Formula One with your times now.
Yeah.
Especially with the top level competitors, it's down to the second or the hundredth of a second on occasions when someone comes in or out of the door. So it's very tight.
So yeah, we're going to hopefully see some good battles over this weekend.
There should be, yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good stuff. Okay, so now we're going to talk about the artistic free round. This round is where the teams are really able to put their imagination to work and develop a nice routine. They have a minute to complete the routine, so they have to come up with tricks and nice flowing synchronized movements within that time to really maximise their score, basically. In this category, you have like 5 judging criteria, I think it is. Presentation, success, skill, I guess, I think was one of them. Trying to remember off the top of my head. Can't remember the others.
I don't know how exactly it's going to be judged.
Technical difficulty.
Yeah, technical difficulty is definitely one of them. But it is very much down to each individual judge on what they believe is difficult and what they believe is synchronized, and with the speed of the tunnel can make a big factor of it. And whether it looks appealing, and whether they're using the whole tunnel and every surface of their body. It's not all head down or all head up. They're not just all flying low. They're going everywhere.
Whole space.
Yeah.
This is of Team Bodyflight in 2012. Adam Matacola and Hollard Flat. To me, this is probably one of the best free rounds two-way that I've ever seen to date. It's almost the pinnacle. As you can see, they're doing a combination of nice synchronized flying moves and then into gripped combination moves. The gripped combination moves, they really up your technical difficulty. The more technical the grip, flip, or whatever it is, obviously the harder it is to do. But then you have to think about, how successful are we at doing that? So if you do that grip move and you only do it once out of 10 times, you're obviously not very successful. So is it worth doing to sacrifice that score? Or is it worth doing something a bit easier? So there we go. That is how you fly in a wind tunnel, ladies and gentlemen. That was magic. There we go.